it's on a roll, hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Where's my ATB crew at? Let me know in the chat. Guys, we have an awesome show for you tonight. What is going on with Bitcoin? As you guys know, if you watch the live streams, we've been getting some pretty mixed signals lately. And one thing's for sure, we are probably going to get a pretty decent move here coming up in the future. But is it going to be a pump? Is it going to be a dump? Let me go ahead and take these headphones off. But yeah, guys, very, very interesting stuff popping up on the charts. We have some pretty bearish things, but then, some of the time frames actually don't look too bad. We have this massive bear pennant forming on the 4-hour, so you don't want to ignore that. Some of the higher time frames look bearish. Some of the lower time frames look bullish. We're kind of all over the place, so we're gonna break down the charts. I'm gonna let you guys know kind of which way I'm leaning, how I'm preparing, to enter into some new trades. I'm also gonna update you guys on my current positions. I am in a short, but I'm going to try to, help you guys figure out which direction we're going to choose here, up or down, because right now it's kind of a crapshoot here, right? So shout out to the Pluto Alliance. I have a feeling that's Taco. Shout out to Taco. I appreciate you for being in here, bro. Thank you, man. Guys, check out that Pluto Alliance avatar. Go check out Pluto Alliance and JPEG Junkies. Also, go follow NFT Alpha if you guys are not already. With that being said, guys, I'm going to try to give you an idea of, which way this market's going to go because, again, things are just foggy out there. So I'm going to give you the bull case. I'm going to give you the bear case. I'm going to try to lean one way. But, again, like I said yesterday, things are when things are clear, guys, they're clear, but when they are unclear, they are extremely unclear. So we're going to cover it. I'm going to give you the bull case. I'm going to give you the bear case with some trading plans as well. And then we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. We're taking a look at the altcoins. And don't forget, guys, we are doing the BitGet trading competition. We are joining forces with the Bit Squad. And, guys, we took that Femex trading competition by storm. We absolutely crushed it. So let's go ahead and win this one as well. Link is in the description of this video. Mods, if you could actually throw it in. Oh, that was Pluto Alliance link. I thought that was the BitGet link. I was like, dang, these guys are good. I mean, they are. But yeah, go ahead and if you guys could put that link in the chat, that would be awesome. But it is in the description down below. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be in it. Ben's gonna be in it. It's gonna be a good time. So yeah, if you guys want to, you guys talking about the intro music. So if you guys want to join in and trade alongside us, I know some of you guys missed that Femex competition, but guys, we are running out of time to enter into this giveaway. If you click that link, it will bring you to the Bit Squad team. Make sure you join. It's going to be super fun. But yeah, registration ends in like 3 days. It ends on the 20th. So make sure you get in there because after the 20th, you will not be able to join the team. So definitely get in there. We're going to be talking about it in the Discord. I'm going to be in that Discord channel, giving some setups, giving some TA, as well as having some amazing traders in there that are already in the CandleMafia, giving their setups, sharing trade ideas. Last competition, this Femex competition that we just crushed, everybody in the Discord absolutely crushed it, right? They're in there sharing their trade ideas. So definitely get in there. It's 100%. The Discord is 100% free. Obviously, you have to deposit a little bit of money to BitGet to enter the competition. But yeah, getting that free Discord, it is definitely the place to be. And I like to argue that it's the most valuable free Discord that you can have. And I always follow that up with, imagine if we had a paid one. One day, guys, one day. I know there's conspiracy theories going on in the Discord, but I hopped in there and I hit him with the Men in Black little flash thing that wipes your memory. Because I don't know. I saw you guys in there talking about some stuff you shouldn't have been talking about or you shouldn't have seen. Anyway, with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and say what's up to chat before we jump right into the charts because oh boy. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one, guys. We got a lot to look at. All right, let's see what we got here. First off, shout out to all our wonderful mods, guys. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Shout out to D Petty Crypto, Captain Kirk, Tyler Jordan, Tony D, Crypto Anon, the best mods on YouTube by a long shot. They are an elite level of YouTube mods. They do much more than just mod the chat. They're cut from a different cloth. Let's see. Sly Raven, what is going on? Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. Proby Woody, what is going on? He says new beat. Yeah, we got a new beat in the waiting room. Shout out to you, man. Taylor, what is going on? Always showing love. I appreciate you tuning in tonight. SBF in the chat, guys. F's in chat for Sam Bankman-Fried. What a clown with some chunky moves. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But he is a F's in chat for SBF, 100%. Anyway, I'm joking about the moves. Let's see. Quicker, what is going on? Thank you for being here, man. Always showing love. Appreciate you. Crypto Billy, I see you with the cheers emoji. Let's go. Chusei Crypto in the house, boys. Let's go. Shout out to Adrian Mendez. What is going on, man? Thank you for being here. Phazian, what is going on? He says, I am short. I'm short right now in beat. Tate? Can I not read? I don't know what that word is, but I think Phazian short. Let's go. Let's see. Who do we got? Neon Visual. What is going on? He says, let's go. Kevin Span says, here we go. I don't know the lyrics, guys. I should know the lyrics to my own theme song. Javi the Barber, what's going on, man? Don't look at my hair. I'm due for a cut. Let's go. Tor saying bing bong with the Ronald McDonald avatar. Love it. Shout out to you. Dave Digital, as always, bro. Always out there showing love with those candle emojis. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you, Vulcan. What is going on? Let's see who else we got. Let's see. J-Lo says, got my clown makeup on, ready to 100x with no TA. Oh, God. J-Lo, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Shout out to J-Lo. I appreciate you. Always showing love here. Always tuning into the lives. Excuse me. Alan Colley, what is going on? Melting face. Let's get it. Hopefully Bitcoin's about to melt some faces right now. Let's see. Relax. What is going on? I see that. I don't think that should matter. Relax. It says, yeah. How do you join the BitGet? I think you shouldn't have problems. Yeah. Let's see. Daddy Zach, what is going on, man? Said, here we go from the top of the class on a roll. That's it. There we go. Shout out to Daddy Zach with the lyrics. They call him Rap Genius. Let's get it. Jordan Miller, what's going on? XRP Monkey, let's get it. Dave Digital with the clown emojis. Let's go. Clint Query, as always, what is going on, brother? I always see you in here, man. Always super chatting. Always in here showing support, and I appreciate it. SBF says 50X is my max. Drew Berry says, isn't that a song? Drew Berry. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. It says, if you short are careful right now, whales are going to pop your shorts. I don't know. I've never had my shorts popped by a whale. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. Jesse, what's going on? Sup, Frankie? And the CandleMafia. Bing bong. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, let's go. Michael Norris says, smash that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button if you have not already, guys, because if you hit that like button, every 100 likes we get, you guys get to spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure. And tomorrow is going to be a crazy giveaway. Because we have a lot to give away because we did not stream last Friday, so we have to combine all of our giveaways, and it's going to be absolutely insane. I think we're giving away a couple ledgers. We might give away some merch, but yeah, things are crazy. We won that FEMEX trading competition, so I wanted to show a little bit of extra love to the CandleMafia. But guys, without further ado, I think we're spending a little bit too much time here just chit-chatting. But yeah, let's go. Ice Wolf, what is going on, man? Thank you for being here. Panda Storm, I see you. And Al Capone in the chat. Where's the Godfather and Tony Soprano? It's a boss party. Let's go. It's a boss stream. All the bosses in chat. Chemistry Bro, one of those bosses as well. What's going on, man? I just have fun with 50 to 100x. That's right, guys. I do talk about, how you should never use 100x, never use 50x. Here's the thing, right? I like to treat trading as a business, right? And I like to teach to treat your trading like a business because that's how you're going to become a profitable, successful trader. But listen, I go to Vegas sometimes, I gamble sometimes, and I bring that money, right? Any money I bring to Vegas, I just bring it, and listen, if that money were to fly away in the wind, it's fine. I'm not crying over it, right? So if you wanted to take, I typically don't do this because I don't want to create bad trading habits. So when I trade, I trade. When I gamble, I hit the slot machines. I hit blackjack, right? So I'd like to keep them separate because I don't want to develop bad trading habits. But listen, if you wanted to throw a couple of bucks that you're willing to lose on a risky trade for some fun, as long as it's not going to wreck your life or you're losing more than you're willing to lose, and as long as you know and understand that there is there's a lot of risk with the high leverage, then that's okay as long as you're aware. But just don't think you're going to get rich quick. If you want to take a little bit of a gamble and you understand that you're gambling, that is one thing. Need that ledger, that NFT, and that indicator. Shout out to Brad. Hey, Brad Guidell changed his profile picture. I see you out there, bro. Thank you for being here. And we will. If you're not already in the Discord, we got some great traders in there. Chusei Crypto being one of them, guys. Get in there. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into the charts here, guys. Oh no. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I'm going to have to change the aspect ratio of my screen here because I got that ultra-wide monitor, which, by the way, guys, if you're doing your TA and you could afford to get an ultra-wide monitor, I'm just going to let you know that it improves your experience tenfold doing TA. You can see so much more of the chart. It's amazing, but the problem is when I stream, everything's too small for people to see, so I have to change it back to 1080 and just use this tiny little screen on this giant monitor. But that's okay because the CandleMafia has got to see what we're working with here. Let me see if that worked. That might not have worked. It did work. There we go. Bing bong. Here we are on the Bitcoin 4-hour chart here, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and just break down my general thoughts on the market before we get into the actual levels I'm looking at and kind of what I think is going to happen. Now, here's the thing, guys. This is pretty bearish, right? If we come over here, I'm just going to use the, what do you call it? What is this called? TradingView Auto Bear Pennant Detector. Just because if I draw, it's going to bring up all my lines, and I don't want to make the chart messy, right? So here you go. We are creating a pretty nasty bear pennant on the higher time frames. This is the 4-hour. These typically do break down. Doesn't mean it's 100% going to break down, but they typically do break down more than they break up. But this is bearish puzzle piece number one. This giant bear pennant can break down, and if it does, it has a pretty scary technical target of about 12K. So keep that in mind. This is one of the bearish signals popping up right now. Macro bear pennant, right? I don't know if I call it macro, but higher time frame bear pennant, pretty bearish look. So let's get rid of that, and let's come up to our weekly. Guys, our weekly red dot is confirmed, right? So that is also a little bit more bearish until we start seeing this VWAP start to round back up. This is looking pretty bearish. Now, I do just want to touch on something that I talked about on the morning. Hey, Travis, bing bong, let's go. I don't know if you guys can hear these sound effects, but shout out to Travis. He said, join the BitGet comp, ready to crush it. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for signing up and adding your skill to our team. Let's see. I don't know. That was weird. I don't even know. That was a weird sentence to say. It was like very robotic. Thank you for bringing your skill to the team. Now we can win. Anyway, let's see. Jonathan Schaefer in the chat, guys. This sweatshirt's like a straight jacket. I'm going to try to get it off. Hang on. It has no give, guys. This sweatshirt, oh my God, has no give. No give whatsoever. So the armholes are hard to get your arms through. Guys, this is ridiculous. Oh my God. Whew. Frankie Candles versus a sweatshirt, guys. Oh my God. Nike. Listen, shout out to Nike if you're watching this. Oh my God. High quality, but make it a little easier to get off. Oh my God. Whew. Well, if you guys need a new straight jacket, I have to say, this one's pretty warm from Nike. Shout out to Just Do It. Anyway, guys, take a look here. I just want to bring this up because I talked about this on the morning stream, and I think it's worth mentioning, right? Now, actually, let me turn off this paper trading thing. Let's see. Bada boom. No, bada boom. Can we? There we go. How do I get out of here? How do I sign out? God, I'm out of breath. It's ruined the whole stream. Nike. Shout out to Nike. This episode is brought to you by Nike. Anyway, so here, I just want to talk about this, guys. I talked about this on the morning stream, and it's just kind of my idea of what the bottom could look like or what would make a pretty good case for the bottom. Anthony Soprano, what's going on, bro? Thank you for being here. But yeah, kind of how I can see the bottom potentially playing out here, and it's starting to set up pretty nicely. Not saying we can't go lower. I'm going to give you guys the bull case and the bear case today because there's mixed signals, and I might even get into my apocalyptic numbers that some of you might know about. Let's see. Shout out to Eric, says, sweater getting smaller or Frankie getting buffer? I'm just going to say we're getting buffer. I'm just going to go with that. Anyway, let's see. So this is kind of how and I've talked about this before, guys. A decent case for the bottom coming in might be if we create a nice bullish divergence on the weekly time frame, right? So if you go ahead and I knew that was going to happen. I'm not going to delete it, but let me see. I think I have a clear chart or a clearer chart. Here we go. This one's a little more clear. Let's remove that. You guys can see here we do have lower lows being put in on the weekly now with our higher lows on our momentum waves. Now, this is a bullish divergence. This is much stronger than the other ones that we had. We did technically have a bullish divergence right here, right? Lower lows, higher lows, but it wasn't as strong. So right now, it's not even printing yet, but we could be setting up for a nice little bullish divergence here on the weekly time frame, which could potentially mark the bottom for this bear market. It would be a really nice way to bottom out with a nice, strong weekly bullish divergence. And, it doesn't mean it would definitely be the bottom, but we would likely get a very nice move off of a strong weekly bullish divergence like this. But again, it's not even printing yet, so we would want to wait for a green dot to print and confirm on this momentum wave here. And again, this is the weekly time frame. So the higher the time frame, typically the stronger the signal. And if we start printing that bullish divergence on the weekly, I will start feeling pretty good for a potential big move to the upside, whether it's the bottom or just a nice relief rally or a nice bear market relief rally. But let's see. The CBBI, interesting. No, we could take a look at the CBBI right now, though. Let's see. Well, that's the thing, right, guys? Shout out to Lane Hughes for pointing this out. This weekly bull div, that could be the strong bottom signal, right? And I'm not saying 100%, right? This is just like a case that could play out. But this weekly bear div, this weekly bearish divergence was what brought us down. Where is it? Oh, yeah. What? Wow, that was weird. I just went like blind for a second. But yeah, you see this. You have your higher highs on your price action with your lower highs on your momentum waves. And that is literally was the top of the market here as we came all the way down into the bear market after that bear div printed. So could we see the opposite happen where we actually get the bottom coming in with a bullish divergence, right? That would be absolutely amazing. But it doesn't mean that we can't come lower and it won't play out. Again, this isn't even printing yet. So we're going to want to wait for this to print and confirm before we make any decisions based off of it. But something to keep in mind as we are now making some strong lower lows down here on Bitcoin. Now, moving on here, VWAP starting. Now, this is where the mixed signals start, guys. Dave Digital. Why you got to make me self-conscious like that, man? All right, let's see. Shout out to Dave Digital. He said, quotes, let's see. Drink. Yes, let's see. Now I'm going to say it even more because it's in the back of my head. Shout out to Dave Digital. I appreciate you, man. Let's see. But I just said it again. Anyway, so here we go, guys. The 6th day, this is kind of where the mixed signals start to come in. And that is looking here, right? The higher time frames were looking pretty bearish, and they still don't look very good. I will say that, right? There's a lot of things that look pretty bad. Confirmed blood diamond on your 5-day. You have a confirmed blood diamond on your 3-day. But however, this could have played out, right? And then your 2-day had a confirmed blood diamond, but that was a while ago. But this is why they were looking bearish. These market cipher A signals were kind of pointing to the downward direction. However, now we are starting to get these higher time frames, having the VWAPs start to roll back to the upside here on these higher daily time frames. So your 5-day, your VWAP is rolling back to the upside. Your 4-day VWAP is rolling back to the upside. Your 3-day, same story. Your 2-day, getting pretty close to that 0 line. And your daily obviously does have a confirmed green dot. But talk about mixed signals, guys. It's like we got the confirmed green dot. The VWAP barely came up. But now you have the higher daily time frame starting to round back up to the upside. So is that going to drag the daily green dot higher or the daily VWAP higher? So the mixed signals are out there right now. But here's the thing, right? This is kind of why I still want to lean bearish in the long term, right? I'm not saying we can't get a decent pump in the short term, but one of the reasons why I would be a little bit more bearish in the long term is because if you look at something like the 2-day, right? The VWAP is coming up showing that we might be finding a potential bottom, but look at that money flow coming straight out, looking to cross over into the red. That's a very bearish signal, right? So this is what I mean by mixed signals. But, between these confirmed blood diamonds on the higher time frames with the money flow coming out on the 2-day, I mean, your 3-day money flow is coming back out as well. 4-day coming back out as well. This doesn't really look the best either. So things don't really look great. And then you also have that bear pennant forming on the higher time frames. You can see it very clearly if you go to the Heikinashi candles. There you go. You come down. You have the bearish consolidation. And this is kind of, bear pennants are bearish continuation patterns, right? So they show up in downtrends and they typically continue the trend. Very similar to bear flags, right? And obviously, in the beginning of we covered this yesterday, right? Usually we get a move down, consolidation, another move down, bearish consolidation, another move down, bearish consolidation, another move down, kind of like bearish consolidation. I wouldn't call that really a bear flag, but you can see very clearly, drop down, bearish consolidation, another leg, bearish consolidation, another leg, right? So bear pennants are very similar to that, right? So are we going to see something play out like that where we come down for this next little leg? Here we go, right? You come down, you form that bear pennant, which is a bearish continuation pattern, and we're going to get another drop down. Now, that would be the higher probability outcome, just based off of how bear pennants behave, but these are not 100%. So the fact that the higher daily timeframes are rolling up, and then, this bear pennant is here, this is where I'm getting these mixed signals. But we're going to continue to break this down to hopefully give you guys a little bit of clarity. But as far as the higher timeframes, if you ignore the market cipher A signals that are indicating further move down, Thesis himself, Frankie bearish consolidation candles over here. Let's go. Shout out to Thesis himself. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to whoever in the blockchain basement. Someone said, "Hey Frank, how's that Solana bot doing?" And I checked it on my phone, guys. I'm gonna do a trading bot update soon. My Solana DCA bot, guys, is obviously wrecked. And it's okay. I'm not going to sell at a 65% loss. I'm just going to hold this and see what happens. But I was DCAing in, right? So, I'm not too worried about it. I didn't dump my whole life savings into it, but it's definitely wrecked. Maybe I could pull that up. But yeah, I'm absolutely wrecked. I lost more than half of what I put in. But hey, you never lose money until you sell. Shout out to the 796 people watching this live stream concurrently. Go ahead and smash that like button if you have not already. We're going to be giving away ledgers, T-shirts, amongst some other things, maybe some crypto tomorrow. So every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on the wheel. You know how it goes. Got to get those likes up, though, if we want to get an absolutely ballistic giveaway tomorrow. It's already going to be crazy. So, yeah. Shout out to Bud Light. You're in the chat. Thanks for being here, man. But continuing on here, guys, looking at your daily, right? Obviously, VWAP, kind of looks like we're getting a VWAP flop. That is a deflated VWAP if I've ever seen one. J-Lo with the super chat. I appreciate that, J-Lo. Thank you so much. Says, can you get BB to put the uneven butt cheeks identifier on the new indicator? What does that mean? BB, am I shot? Somebody clear this up for me. Can you get... BitBoy? Is that what you're saying? BitBoy? Are you saying BitBoy? I think I might be what you mean. But hey, let's see. I can put the uneven identifier on the new indicator. J-Lo, you don't have to super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. You do not have to send another one, but just send a regular chat. And then I'll try to see what you mean there by BB. But yeah, Frankie, can we please take a look at football elf coin later? Is that a real coin? I mean, hey, you never know. BitBoy. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, hey, your boy Frankie Candles might be able to make that happen, but who knows? I don't know. I'm not saying I can. But I think I don't know, J-Lo, were you in the stream last night? Because we showed some pretty cool stuff on the stream last night involving divergences. I'll bring it up in a minute. But continuing on here, guys, VWAP flop pretty aggressive here. Your 16-hour came down, got a little bit of support on the 0 line, but, this might roll back over. 12-hour, you got a VWAP flip where you came down, printed a red dot, and immediately swallowed it up with a green dot. So, guys, this is what I mean by mixed signals. Be careful. Again, I am still in my short. I'm holding my short. I do want to say I am leaning short in the longer term. Bollinger Band's crypto arbitrage said. Being very careful right now, holding my short. It is tempting to get into a long entry, but yeah. Let's see. 8-hour green dot is printing. 4-hour, look at, VWAP. Green dot confirmed on your 4-hour. We did get a little bit of a pop to the upside. Your 8-hour green dot, though, is printing here. Let's see, your 2-hour. Yes, 2 hours starting to calm down here, but money flow looks pretty decent. God, yeah. You're in the green, you're in the red, you're in the green, you're back in the red, now you're back in the green, and now money flow is coming back up. Be careful out there. But yeah, with this 8-hour green dot, let's go ahead and go down to those lower time frames and take a look at the money flow coming up nicely on your 10-minute. Coming up, kind of flat on your 12-minute. 15-minute is slightly coming out. May actually put in a bearish divergence here on your 15-minute. Going to keep an eye on that throughout the stream, and we will see if it plays out. But yeah, moving up here, money for guys, look at this, guys. It's sketchy out there. Be careful. 24-minute bear div. I bet you got one on the 30-minute too. Yeah, 30-minute bear div. I mean, that's a shortable trade. That's a trade there. But you got the VWAP flip. You came down, printed the red dot, immediately started printing another green dot as you came back up. Be careful, guys. Be very careful. It's sketchy trading out there right now. 90-minute money flow crossover into the green. It does look like it wants to push a little bit higher here, guys. That it is looking like on the lower time frames that it might want to push forward. But with your green dot and money flow in the green on your 24-minute, 15-minute, and 30-minute with your 8-hour green dot printing and your 6-hour green dot printing, and your 5-hour green dot confirmed with a pretty nice little trigger wave here. I'm shocked that we're not getting a bigger move to the upside. Maybe this bear pennant does just want to play out. But let's go down to those lower time frames and talk about some of the levels that I'm watching and kind of my plans moving forward here, because we do have a lot to look at, right? Let's turn off Market Cipher B just to clean things up. Let's see. I should make sure I didn't lose a super chat. Crypto Arbitrage, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. How do you locate the golden pocket? If somebody, I know we're digging deep here, if somebody can pull that video, one of the mods can pull that video from my channel. I do have a video showing you how to set the Fibonacci retracement tool up like I have it. You will not automatically have the golden pocket there, but I show you how to use my settings in my video. But essentially, you need to add the 618 and the 65, and then I just cover. I color them yellow to make it like a golden pocket, right? So just to make it easier to identify. So that's a quick and dirty way to do it. But if you want to check that video out, I go much deeper in depth on how to use fibs, how to trade with them, when not to use them, when to which fib levels to watch more than others, which ones are stronger, because they are not all created equally. But let's take a look at the levels here, guys, because again, things are very interesting. I'm actually going to hide some of these. These local golden pockets, guys, they don't lie, right? A lot of times, just a little bit of sauce, guys, a little midstream sauce before we start looking at these levels. If you are in an uptrend, right? If you're got price moving up and you missed your entry, right? You didn't see that you had or I guess this wasn't a bull div, but let's just pretend you had some kind of very reliable trade signal down here. You got, but you missed your good entry, right? We'll just say you missed the opportunity, but you want to get in on the move because you think it's going to be a big move. A lot of people ask me this. If you're coming up and you want to get in on these moves. Now, the local golden pockets, a lot of the time is where, price wants to pull back to, right? So if you pull some local golden pockets, it obviously depends on where you pull them from. But we got a little move up here, right? And then we came down and cooled off. So, and then price kept going up, right? So we're seeing price go up, but we think it's going to continue, and we want to get in. So what can you do? You can go ahead and I'll just pull a new one so you guys can just see it from scratch. You can come to these wicks, these lows and highs, and start pulling your fibs, right? And you can see, right? Pull it to that high. All right, we got a local golden pocket here, a local 786 here. What if we pull it, from this low? We have one down here. But if you pull this one, right, to this wick, you can see that we did pump up and price pulled back into that local golden pocket. And if things still look decent, which you did, at least on the 12-minute, you pulled a nice little trigger wave here with money flow coming back up. You can enter in here to try to hop into the continuation, right? You don't want to be entering into an uptrend when you're overbought, right? You wouldn't want to, you see all these green candles. You're like, oh my God, I don't want to miss the move. But you're overbought here on the 12-minute. Likely you're going to pull back. So you don't want to enter on these green dots. You might want to wait for these momentum waves to come down, and you might want to enter when the momentum is all the way to the downside, looking to come back to the upside. Just a little secret sauce for you guys. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get in on an uptrend, there's many different methods, but those local golden pockets, local 786 fib levels are good places to look. But major levels I'm watching here, guys, as we do actually have a little local range here. Sitting on top of this local value area high, but that is not really what I want to look at. The point of control coming in at 16,779 is the first level I'm looking to reclaim to potentially flip bullish and maybe look for some long positions. And then in the longer term, right, I'm not, if we flip this POC, I'm not expecting a massive rip to much higher prices, but I am looking for maybe a bullish continuation to potentially get back to this $17,950 level, which is our value area high. But you do have some things in the way, right? You could come up here, flip this to support, right? If you had bullish confirmations here, once you flip that POC to support, a lot of times it does start your move all the way back up to your value area high. So that is definitely a probable situation to happen. If we do I use moving averages? XRP Monkey asked if I use moving averages at all. So I actually kind of go through phases, right, with the tools that I use. Like sometimes I'll use the Market Cipher DBSI, and I'll use it for like months straight, and then I just stop using it, and I lean on fibs, right? And then I stop using fibs for a little bit, and I lean on volume, and then I lean on a support and resistance indicator, maybe from Lux Algo or something like that. That's I kind of go in waves. I do use moving averages sometimes. I don't really use them very often right now. But it doesn't mean they're not a good tool or they don't work. I just typically use other things, at least right now. But in a month or two, maybe we're on a moving average kick and we're liking the moving averages, right? But yeah, I do use them. I just don't use them right now that much. But that's kind of what I'm looking for. If we flip that POC to support, the first major level I'd look to get above is definitely going to be this local golden pocket. The bottom of this is coming in at about $17,233. So if we do flip that POC, let's say here, we flip above that POC, we flip it to support right here. Say you get in there. And then, you set your stop loss depending on your risk tolerance, right? That first decent level to take a little bit of profit will be right before that local golden pocket. You could do a TP1, you could do a TP2, maybe at your 786, and then your last final take profit can be up here right before the value area high for a total of a 6.74% move, which could be pretty nice. XRP Monkey, no problem. I appreciate you for being here, bro. Let's go. But yeah, and then you could have your third TP up here. I might take this trade if I see it and the bullish confirmations present themselves. I'm not telling you to just automatically enter this trade. You could come up here and, you could have bearish, confirmations, and it could be likely that you break down. But I'm just saying if you flip up here and assuming that you do get bullish confirmations, you could enter in, get a nice little scalp here. TP1 before the local golden, TP2 before your 786, and then your TP3 right before the value area high. Now, if that were to happen, where could we go? Let's pull up just our regular. We'll pull up the exciting indicators in a second. But I do just want to pull up that VPVR real quick, just so we can get some quick volume pulls here. Just get an idea of where the money's getting transacted at. I'm going to turn off the POC, the value area low, and just looking at the volume bars because we already have our levels, right? The POC is here. You can see clearly this is the area where the most volume is traded. It's just clear. But Again, another reason why it would be likely to get a quick move up to this golden pocket and see some resistance here is because if you look at the volume, obviously once you break this POC, volume falls off dramatically and you do have this little gap, and the next little spike in volume that you have to give you a little bit of resistance is right at this local golden pocket, right? So, excuse me, if we do get a move up here, that is, could be a quick move up to that local golden. And then, you might just wiggle your way up to that 786 before finally getting to your value area high, and then potentially get to the top of this box in the 18,000s, about 18,250. And then here's the level where this next level we have here, this is our macro point of control up here. And this is going to be a very strong level of resistance. Not only is it your macro POC, but it is also a local golden pocket, amongst other things, going to be a very, very, very strong level. So it's interesting, right? Because this is a bear pennant, right? So it does feel weird talking about higher prices here, but again, these mixed signals are crazy out here. And then so I actually think, is this our? Oh no, this is the macro. Yeah, actually, hang on. Let's take a look here. I do just want to see. Is that our macro 786 as well? That 19,149. Let's get rid of all this and then see. Let's see. I think it's near it. No, it's 17,000. Okay. So scratch that. But, continuing on here, just looking at some levels that you can keep an eye on. Let's come down to a lower time frame. So there you go, right? If you're looking for scalp longs, if you're feeling like we're going to pump, that might be a good time to start looking for entries. I would wait to flip that POC so we can get to the top of our range here at the value area high potentially. And then if we could somehow break above all of that, one thing you want to realize here is the top of our blue box here does break us into another another low volume gap up to this POC / local golden pocket. And then that last level to the upside is going to be about 20,250, where you have another high volume node as well as a 786 fib level. Obviously, that's getting ahead of ourselves here a little bit. That next major level that I would like to flip, other than that POC, is going to be this local golden pocket. If we flip that local golden pocket, it may be the start of the invalidation of this bear pennant. So I do think, now I can be wrong, guys. We've been wrong before. We're right way more than we're wrong. But we've been wrong before. I just want to give you that disclaimer. Just because Frankie Candle says that he thinks it's going down does not mean it's 100% going down. We can be wrong. But I am still leaning a little bit more bearish. If I had to give you my thoughts on what I think would be more likely to happen, even if we get a pump in the short term, I think it is likely we come down a little bit deeper. However, again, these lower time frames are looking like they want to pop a little bit, so I'm just giving you guys these targets to the upside. So if we break that POC, I would, if you wanted to scalp that, you could potentially, if you get the confirmations, up to that local golden, and then those targets we just talked about, I won't cover it again. But if we flip this golden pocket to support, I do think we would have a way greater chance to get up to that macro POC. So that's kind of the bullish case here, right? That would be the bullish case, if we do get that move up here. And then, if we break that macro POC, let's do something here. Let me do something here. Let's go here and let's turn back on our value area, right? Let's see. Come up to the 6 hour. Boom. Let's see. Actually, let's pull a fixed range. Boom. Right? So we were originally trading. Okay. So once we get above those levels, this is a crazy bull case. I do think it's more likely that we do come down. However, if we get a move to the upside, this is just kind of what to expect. Flip that POC, flip the golden pocket, come up to our value area high. If we're able to break this value area high and get a nice rip up to our macro POC, and then when you look at this greater volume, right, we're stuck down here. Look at this giant volume gap, right? All of this. Basically, from where we're at now, if we break above on more of a macro view, there is not much in our way up until that macro point of control, right? Now, we do have levels here. We will likely get tested up around here. We could get rejected. But when you zoom out, there's really not much volume here. Really, this is why it's our macro POC. You could see the most volume was traded right here. And you guys know that price likes to hunt out the POC. That POC acts as a magnet. So if, excuse me, if we break this little level into this volume gap, we could come back up to that macro POC. And if we could get back in above that POC, we could come into our, the old right here, right? Let me actually delete that first one. Boom, right? So if we get above that macro POC, I'm sorry. If we get back above this value area high, we are getting dangerously close to where we were trading all throughout this period of time here, where we hung out for what felt like forever. So if we can hop back into that value area, we could potentially work our way back up to higher prices. But again, I do think it's the less likely situation, but definitely not impossible. So I know this chart looks a little bit messy, guys, but I wish the fixed range would show up without the TA. Let's see if I could do that. Let's see. Boom. Boom. This is the range I'm talking about, right? This is the range that we were trading in before we broke down. Basically, I'm going to draw a blue box here and then get rid of the volume profile. So if what's good, fam? Hope you all had a terrific day. Mr. Redbeard in the house. What's going on? Can I get some sauce on maple, please? We could try to take a look at that Walking Dead. No problem. Frankie is liquidity. Let's go. Biden will probably appoint SBF as the SEC chairman. Oh, God. Okay. In plain sight says, with that being said, let's see. But if we do, right? So if we get above, let's grab our brush. If we get out of this bear pennant somehow and we break into this low volume gap, we could get that move up to our, our value area high, that local value area high we were looking at. But if we can crack that macro POC and break back, we would be back into this previous value area. And then you guys know when you flip that value area low to support, you would expect to possibly revisit the POC, which is right here. So maybe you smash that. And then once you get above that, you're looking to get back to the top of your top of your range, which would be right up here, your value area high at about 21,460. I'm not calling for that to happen again, but I'm just saying, more on a zoomed out view, if you look at all this volume without the TA, there's not much between us and that macro POC. And if we get sucked back into that value area, you guys know, we are bringing volume in here, right? But you guys know, with the value areas, if you come down, it is likely that you could get sucked back into that value area. So if we hopped up to that macro POC, we'd basically be getting back into our value area here, in which case would open the possibility to return to the top of this range. Again, the less likely situation in my opinion, but not impossible because of the lack of volume here. There's no volume here. So basically, if we crack where we're at right now decisively, could be a pretty quick, things could get exciting pretty quickly. Because obviously, we got this big move down and created this big gap. So on the way up, it's probably going to be a pretty quick move. So just be careful. But coming back to the lower time frames, let's talk about the bear case, because obviously there is a case to be made for the bears here. And that case is pretty brutal, right? I'm actually going to come up to a chart that I care less about. I'm going to go ahead and take that TA off. And I'm just going to show you guys, right? Here you go. This is your bear pennant right here. I'm actually just going to use, again, that trading view. I'm going to use that trading view feature. Where is it? Technicals, auto, bear pennant, right? Just to point it out easier. But yeah, there you go, right? This measured move, guys, does bring us all the way down to about 12K, which does make sense to come down to, because if you turn on the VPVR, you can see, bing bong, you can see, zoom out a bit. Come on. There we go. Come on, we're going to have to go to a higher time frame. There you go. So if we did actually break out of that bear pennant right here, right? It will bring us down to 12K. I'll pull up the other chart to show you exactly why that's important. But if that bear pennant breaks down, the measured move brings you down to about 12K. So let's just go ahead and do it. Right, we'll just grab our trend line. We'll bring it from the high to the low of the pattern, bring it down here, and it does bring you right to, probably did that a little sloppy, guys, sorry. There you go. Boom. Boom. A little more accurate. Bring it to the bottom of your pattern here, and then it brings you right to that 12K area, a little bit past 12K, but this is interesting because it does bring you right near that spider line at about 12K, right? So likely you would come down and catch a little support on that spider line at about 12K even. And that's a pretty scary technical target for that bear flag, or bear pennant, right? So that is definitely a big part of your bear case, is that giant bear pennant. If that plays out, it could play out catastrophically. But again, it does kind of look like you're breaking out to the upside. But sometimes they do fake out before actually wrecking to the downside. So that could potentially wind up bringing us down to about 12K. And on top of that, you do have your higher daily time frames showing some pretty bearish signals, which is also just adding insult to injury. But the next levels to the downside that I would be watching, again, that level here, again, you can see it, that $12,000 spider line laying right on top of this high volume node. So very likely if we did make it down there, we will get some pretty strong support on 12K, right? And then you do have a little bit of support in that $13,000 area as well. So nothing, it's not going to go down in a straight perfect line and then sorry, relax. Shout out to Relax. Says Frankie moves too fast for me on the charts. I'll try to keep it slow. We just have a lot to cover. Plus, guys, I don't even have any Aztecian Cactus Moss Water today. Yeah, this is without Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. But yeah, shout out to In Plain Sight. I see you, bro. Bring to zero. Should I send KFC application? Shout out to Mas Nokas. Yeah, likely not just going to be a straight line down to that 12K level. Likely we will get caught up. Most likely the next stop would be that value area, macro value area low at about 14K, 14.5. But if we lose that level, that's where you get caught up in the 13s before hitting that volume gap and coming down to 12K. So it would take time, and it would likely not be a straight line, but this bear pennant could eventually bring us down to that 12K mark. So just keep that in mind. Also, just zooming into more of the local levels here, I do just want to show you guys kind of the same levels that we've been looking at on the stream. Let me get rid of this bear pennant because that is distracting. The main levels, right? If we do get a harsh rejection here, a little bing and then a little bong, right? This level here at 16,000, if we lose it, we are likely, if we reject this POC, it would be likely to come back down to our value area low. But if we lose this level here at 15,420, the last resort is going to be this spider line at 15,200. If we lose this level at 15,200, we do have a volume gap right underneath us, and the next level of support does not come in until this macro value area low, getting us into the $14,400 range that we've been looking at for quite some time. We knew it was possible for us to come down to these levels, and now we may see it play out. And if we lose 15,420, that's really the main level I'm watching. But if this spider line does not hold us and we decisively lose this spider line, that's where this low volume gap between the spider line and the macro value area low is going to come into play, and we could get that quick move down to 14,400. So that's the bear case, guys. Definitely possible. And then, at that point, that would just be the start of that bear pennant breakdown. And then eventually it would most likely take a bit of time. But if we zoom out here on the daily, again, come on. There you go. Again, this is basically where, right, you lose that macro value area low, you're sitting on top of this volume, probably going to 13K, going to wind up at 12K. So, and again, you just zoom out here, hide the TA. I mean, look at the gap, right? Here you go. Boom. You lose this level, probably going to be a quick move down to that 14.4 level, get hung up on that macro value area low. 14.4 slash 14,000 even. You have that little volume spike right here, likely to act as support. As you can see on the way up in the bull market, we got caught up there as resistance. But then if you break that level, you have that gap all the way down to 12K. Keep an eye on the volume, guys. So that's your bear case, and I do have to say, guys, I am still leaning a little bit bearish, but now you have the levels that if broken, hey, we broke that level, it's holding as support. Frankie, if I'm not live or in the Discord, you can kind of know Frankie Candles is flipping bullish right now, just so you have an idea. So with that being said, that's my bear case and my bull case for Bitcoin. And again, am leaning slightly bearish in the long term. The short-term pump may happen, but if that short-term pump winds up breaking those key levels that I'm watching, that is where I might say, hey, this short-term pump might turn into something bigger because, once we pass that certain point, that bear pennant kind of gets invalidated. So that's where you kind of flip the bull switch on and start looking for those long positions and looking to hold them for a little bit longer. How do you turn on the arrow on the drawing line? Just go ahead and go to your settings. You could just double-click on any drawing that you have, and then just go ahead and click this here. You could do it normal, or you could change it to an arrow, or you could have 2 arrows, both sides. But yeah, I switch it on and off. It makes it easy. I basically have this just for the stream, so I can easily point to things like, hey, guys, look at that high. Very different than this high. But then you look at this low, and then this low, that's a higher low. Oh, my God, that's bullish. It's going to the moon. I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, there you go. There's kind of my bullish case and my bearish case. I am leaning bearish, but just be prepared in either direction. Guys, if I was really, really bearish and things were screaming that they want to go to the downside, I would say, guys, I'm short, right? I'm in a short. I'm looking to add to it. It's not looking good, bruv. But there is a case for the bulls here. So just be careful. Now you're prepared in either direction. You have those key levels that I'm watching, and not just the key levels. The context to them, where the volume is. If this level breaks, things are going to get crazy. Or maybe this isn't the strongest level, right? I give you the context behind the levels. All right, let's see. How do you draw straight lines? I am not good at drawing lines. You could just hit Alt. If you're on a PC, just hold Alt and hit H, and you'll just draw a horizontal line. There you go. On Mac, I guess it's Command H. But let's see. Throw that indicator on. Do. Let's go. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, you guys want to see the I know what you want to see. Let's take a look because, guys, we do know that this really cool indicator that I have no affiliation with. I'm just kidding. Maybe I do have an affiliation. Who knows? I'll just keep it a mystery. But anyway, this indicator, guys, we do know can actually make our lives so much easier because it can identify divergences for us without us actually looking and hunting for these divergences. But if you look here, you can actually have this indicator hunt for divergences using market cipher. So if you use market cipher B, you got the light blue wave here. That's basically what we're looking for the divergences. And then you could say, I want to see MACD divergences. I want to see RSI divergences and maybe stochastic divergences, right? And then you see here, there's some labels now, right? And you could hide these. You don't have, this kind of clutters the screen. So you could just see, where is it? Yeah, show only last divergence. That will clean up your chart. And I like to clean things up, so I'll take the color candles off. But there you go. So it's saying that we do have a stochastic bull div here, which is interesting. I don't have the stochastic on, but let's go ahead and see if we can find an external. Let's see, RSI. Trying to find a market cipher B, RSI. So you do have an RSI bear div here. Let's see. Go to the 5-minute. Let's you got a MACD and an RSI divergence here. RSI divergence there. I'm just trying to find the market cipher one. Let's see. Let's go to the weekly. There you go. So we do have an RSI divergence here as well. Let's actually put it to the test, right? Let's put it to the test, and let's go ahead and pull up the RSI. Let's see. Boom. Do we have the RSI divergence? We actually, we actually do. You have higher lows with your lower lows here, letting you know right here by this badge, it says RSI divergence. But if it had an RSI divergence, a MACD divergence, and a market cipher B divergence, it would actually list them all here. So hey, maybe this is a really strong divergence because it's popping up on more than one indicator. And the best part is you don't have to sit here and be like, okay, is this a higher? Oh, okay. It's kind of like it just lets you know automatically. And guys, if you combine that with a little bit of I think I'm gonna have to redo that. If you combine that with a little bit of our volume, which I can't pull up here because I have too many indicators on. I will update this. I will upgrade this account one day so I don't have to keep deleting stuff. But you combine this with a little bit of our volume, here. You can have a seriously powerful trading strategy. But yeah, that's enough of that, guys. I don't want to, Let's. I don't even know what that was. I think it's a free indicator or something. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Anyway, sauce on dot. Yes, no problem. Anytime. Let's see. Aztecian Cactus Sauce Water. Let's get it. XRP-based stablecoin launched with regulated custodian. Bing bong. Where's my XRP army at? Let me know in the chat. Test. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Pulled the plug on my mic. But I don't know if I'd adjusted. Hopefully, I'm not too loud, guys. Let me know if I'm too loud. But taking a look here, this is basically my case for Bitcoin, right? These are my bullish and my bearish cases. I am leaning bearish, but just be prepared in either direction because of everything we just went over. I don't want to be too repetitive here. How are we doing on time? Oh yeah, we're late, guys. We're late. But there's the XRP army. Let's go. Shout out. When swanky indicator. Soon. I will say that I can't give too much away, but soon. I think you guys are kind of getting hints that I may be associated some way, but maybe soon, guys. Maybe soon. I don't want to give too much away. RIP Frankie's mic. Let's go. I see the XRP army in chat. Let's get it. Guys, throw your altcoins in the chat if you want to see me do some analysis and do some analysis on your altcoins. Yeah, let me know in the chat because we'll start going over them right now. Don't fumble the bag with the mic. Guys, you guys know I like to touch the microphone. It's a meme at this point. Frankie Candle's touching the microphone. But let's see. OP Clan all the way. Let's get it. And it's free, Tyler. Probably not going to be free. But maybe there will be some free. Who knows? Who knows? I don't really know much about it because, like I said, I'm not affiliated in any way, shape, or form. So, anyway, let's take a look here. Show ETH. We'll start off with ETH here, guys. Let's go. Open up our Ethereum chart. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. So I am leaning a little bit more bearish on ETH for a few reasons, and one of those reasons is we are just now printing this red dot on the weekly for Ethereum. So this party to the downside could just be getting started. It could just be getting started for ETH. But coming on down to the 6th day, let's turn on a regular candle so we don't miss any. Frankie being so handsy with the mic. Hey, I'm a handsy guy. Don't call me Frankie Fingers for nothing, guys. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I could tell if Mrs. Candles is watching this stream, she's rolling her eyes. You never know. Maybe she'll pop up in chat. Who knows? But ETH I am leaning a little bit more bearish on because if we turn on Market Cipher A, you can see here the 6th day did get these double blood diamonds. These might play. I mean, these could be played out already. But moving on to your 5-day, we do have a more recently confirmed blood diamond. You also have the accompanying of the 2 5-day blood diamonds. Your 4-day blood diamond confirmed. Your 3-day no blood diamond, daily no blood diamond. Right. But you can see here, ETH actually did print that. Got the green dot, immediate red dot. So I am leaning a little bit more bearish, especially with that the way that daily is looking. Also, obviously, pretty clear. I know you guys can probably just see this, but you also do have this bear pennant on Ethereum. And then the measured move for this does bring ETH down to a nasty. The suspense. A nasty $780, right? Getting close to our support level here at about 756. But another thing that has me a little bit worried about Ethereum, guys, this is the case, right? If you come over, let's go to a lower time frame. You can see, right? Obviously, this bear pen is drawn by an algorithm. But if we just go ahead and just draw this trend line, you can see that we actually could have potentially already started breaking out of this bear pennant. Let me get rid of this local golden. We could have actually already started breaking down out of here. You get the breakdown, the bearish retest, and now you just lost that bear pennant. Could be likely to break down to this $1,118 mark if this was indeed a decisive breakout. So once that does happen, and we know, right? We already know, guys, we came below this POC, bearish retest, and we've been rejecting that POC ever since. So we already are expecting to potentially come visit this value area low, coming in almost at $1,000 even. So yeah, and guys, just to bring this up, we are resting right on, or I guess right below our level of support here. So as long as we remain below this POC, I would be expecting to potentially come revisit this value area low at about $1,017, especially because it does look like we could have potentially already started the breakdown of this bear pennant. So definitely leaning a little bit more bearish on Ethereum, especially because that daily green dot, which would have been a pretty bullish sign, actually got swallowed right up by an immediate red dot. So definitely not the best look here. No yellow X on your daily or anything like that. But yeah, you do have, your 16-hour money flow back in the red. Your 12-hour money flow is back in the red. VWAP starting to move back up, but that money flow is definitely bearish looking. Coming down to our 4-hour, you did actually get, I don't know if that's actually a bull div, but you have your green dot confirmed on your 4-hour. Not getting too much juice out of it as of right now. Your 2-hour, though, yeah, this is, I think, where you had your bull div. You did have a little bull div right here on your 2-hour. Let's go ahead and see if that secret indicator picks it up. I gotta save these. Settings so I don't have to keep changing them. Boom, boom. Come on. There we go. Let's see. Boom, boom. Light blue wave. And then we'll do MACD, stochastic, and RSI, and we'll see if we have. Okay, so it's not calling for a divergence, but we do technically have a div from these lower lows to this this higher low on Market Cipher with the green dot confirmed. But again, kind of interesting, right? The indicator didn't call this div, and it actually didn't really play out that well. So potentially, it may not have been strong enough for the indicator to pick up on, which is kind of nice because you would have avoided getting into a weak move. But yeah, VWAP rolling back to the downside, looking to cross back over and print that red dot as that was a very, very, and then, I mean, there you go, right? Boom, you got your bull div here, bang, calls it on the MACD, boom, this thing is sick. But yeah, you did have a little bull div here, lackluster, and now we are just looking to get another move to the downside is what it looks like. Solana and ADA, we could definitely take a look at Solana and ADA. Frankie wants to do the Sol chart. I see it in his eyes. Yeah, I got to check. I definitely got to take a look at Solana because I'm losing all my money on Solana. Let's see. Boom. Hey, Alex O Crypto in the chat says, what up? Love you all. What's going on, brother? Thank you for being here. That's not my 2-hour. That's your 2-hour. Do you have a cold wallet of XMR? I do not. Shout out to Yogi. LFG Soul Gang. The chart looks like it needs you, bro. Yeah, we'll go check it out. We'll go check it out right now. Nope. Scott Watson, the Blood Diamonds do come from Market Cipher A. But Market Cipher A comes with you just get Market Cipher, you get Market Cipher A, Market Cipher B, the DBSI, the support and resistance indicator, you get it all. So yeah, that's if you get Market Cipher. If you want to sign up for Market Cipher, check the link in the description down below. But hey, East Jordan, what's going on, man? Shout out to you. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, definitely leaning a little bit more bearish. That 2-hour looking to print that red dot. 4-hour, not really giving us anything as of right now. Your 1-hour is printing a red dot. This bear pennant looks like it's going to break down. So definitely leaning a little bit more bearish on ETH. Next level I would look at for some support is going to be, let's just pull up the VPVR to pull in some macro volume here. Next level of decent support is... Come on, there you go. Probably going to come in at this level here, coming in at about 1117. Going to be your next major level of support. If we lose that, probably going to come revisit our value area low down here at almost $1,000 even. And then again, if that bear pennant does wind up breaking down, that 756 level might be our next spot. And guys, I'm not just making this up. look at the volume. There's nothing underneath this value area low. So if we work our way down, might get a bounce on this level here, come down, might get a bounce on the value area low. But if we break down from this value area low, could be a quick move down to that $750 range for Ethereum. So that's what I'm looking on. That's what I'm looking at for ETH. Let's go ahead and take a look at the altcoins or the non-king altcoins. Let's go ahead and take a look at XRP. Bing bong. Frankie, you're breaking. Oh, wait, Hodgepodge, what did you want to see? I don't remember. Hodgepodge, let me know in the chat. We'll take a look at it in a second. Yeah, ETH getting smacked. There you go. Thank you, Rob, for putting that Market Cypher link in there. Appreciate you, bro. Late day. Eric Ward in the chat. What's going on, man? Hello, CandleMafia. And shout out to the mods. Let's go. Let's see. Can we do Algo? Absolutely. Algo, XRP, Solana. I go 75% in at 700. Let's go. Shout out to SBF. But taking a look at XRP here, guys, kind of, not as much of a bear pennant not as much of a bear pennant here. But coming to the higher time frames, try to get an idea of what's going on here. Your 5-day. No scary signals on XRP, right? We don't have the blood diamonds. Confirmed blood diamond on your 3-day. That may have played out, though. Let's see. Your 2-day blood diamond may have played out. Daily, yeah. So this is XRP. Yeah, money flow coming out on your daily. This is a pretty bad look. This isn't coming. Yeah, this is generally coming out with your money flow. I would say the alts look a little bit more bearish than Bitcoin. And I mean, Bitcoin is looking bearish, but Bitcoin looks like it could potentially get another pop to the upside. But 12-hour, VWAP working its way towards that zero line. 16-hour finding support on your zero line here, but kind of indecisive on those time frames. Your 8-hour, you do have a 6-hour green dot, a 5-hour green dot confirmed, and your 4-hour green dot confirmed as well. You are holding this level of support up against this next high volume node at about 38 cents. If you break this level, you may work your way up to about 40 cents even. But if we break, this is the next major level to watch, right? If we could break past this blue box, I would expect, right, maybe we come up, bump our head. If we flip this to support, we could get a quick move up to about 44 cents. However, money flow kind of coming up on your 4-hour. Your 2-hour is starting to cool off. 2-hour money flow crossover into the green as well. 1 hour is back in the green. 15-minute money flow coming out. 10-minute money flow coming out. 12-minute money flow coming out. Yeah, 2-hour money flow is crossing over into the green. I don't know if I trust it, though. Levels to the downside. Again, guys, be careful out there. In my opinion, this can go either way. I am leaning bearish. One more time for anybody new that just popped into the stream. I am leaning bearish, but be careful because there is a case to be made for the bulls here. If we break this level, this is kind of where I would expect to come down and revisit this local golden pocket at about 34 cents before potentially coming down lower to revisit our range low at about 31 cents. So if I just grab this boring old volume, not our cool volume or useful volume, we'll just pull this boring volume. Again, that local golden pocket is also our local value area low, so you do have some confluence there. But then if we lose that, probably going to get a move down to our macro value area low here at about 32 cents. So your bull case is on that 2-hour with your money flow crossover into the green. I don't know if I really trust it. But money flow generally coming up on your 4-hour as well. So this is these are the levels that I would watch, and these are the volume. This is the volume profiles that I would watch, because we do have this local range here. Whoa, come on. Where is it? Bang, bang. There we go. Yeah. These are the levels I would watch, guys. So there you go. Again, be very careful because we do have mixed signals here. 6-hour green dot. What's our 8-hour doing? 8-hour already has a confirmed green dot. Yeah, things are wish-washy right now, guys. I wish I could be, more confident here in picking a direction. Frankie and Rob, can we please take a look at football? Is that ETF? Dude, I thought that said elf coin, and I'm like, dude, he's shilling some random coin. There we go. Thank you for that, Rob. I appreciate you, bro. And shout out to Mr. Marks. Dude, I thought you were asking. I thought it was a fake coin. I thought you were just trolling, dude. I didn't realize it said ETF. But anyway, let's see. SBF's Yacht Club. I'm in. Oh, boy. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at. Wait, where did Hodgepodge go? Hodgepodge, I think, wanted to see something. I want the Doppler. Oh, I see. Yeah, he wants the Doppler 13,000 Frankie indicator. Hey, let's get it. Log or non-log. I switch between them to be 100% honest. Elf coin is mooning. Oh, God. Frankie, show me the Frankie coin. All right, fine. All right, hang on. I'll show you the Frankie coin. Here we go. Yeah, here we go, guys. So we're going to have to zoom out. To go see Frankie coin. Hang on here. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I'm going to have to pull up Frankie coin real quick. The problem with Frankie coin is it has actually increased so much in value that it's very hard to actually look at on a chart because it has gone so ballistic to the upside that it's actually really, really, really hard to it's actually hard to see because it's basically just one giant green line. So let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and take a look at it. So yeah, here we go. Let me just pull my screen back up. So this is Frankie coin. This is actually don't mind this. I just put that because XRP is my favorite. So I just put that on the back of all my charts. But yeah, if you guys see here, there's basically just one big green candle here as Frankie coin just continues to go to the upside. It just never stops. Money flow thick in the green. There's just no stopping this thing. It's just a straight up green candle. So smash that like button if you guys got in on the Frankie coin. Just going absolutely ballistic. Just can't get to the top of this chart. It's moving up too fast for us to get to the top. But there you go. There's Frankie coin. But anyway, let's go back to XRP. Actual XRP. Tyler Durden says, at hard fork, crypto not open yet. Let's see. Frankie's hacking. No, I'm not a hacker. But anyway, guys, let's go. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But let's go ahead and get out of replay mode and continue on here, right? Okay, so we are done with XRP, actually. Someone asked a question I want to get to. When you say you definitely looks like it's going to likely break down, what is telling you that? Wait, when you say that definitely looks like it's going to likely break down, I don't know exactly what coin we're talking about. If you're talking about Bitcoin, I don't know when that chat was from. For Bitcoin, it's, I think you were talking about ETH. It was the bear. Okay, I think that's what you're talking about. You're talking about on Ethereum when I said it looks like it is likely to break down out of this bear pennant. I think this is what you're talking about. I just want to touch on this. I think this is what you're talking about. It's just how Market Cipher B looks as we are at the apex of this pattern, right? So we are like already like at the very, very ends of this pattern. I mean, it is already kind of broken down, as you can see. Breakout, bearish retest, and we're continuing down. And then you're about to print a red dot on your 90-minute. Your 1 hour is printing a red dot. So this looks like it could actually pour out here because we're getting bearish signs on Market Cipher B, as well as it does look like we've already broken out of that bear pennant, and we all know that measured move target is pretty brutal. So let's see. That was great, lol. Shout out to Chad. But let's go ahead and let me go back to our levels here. Not our levels. Matic. Let's take a look at Matic. And then Algo. We could take a look at Algo. We'll take a look at football, I guess, is the ticker. Okay. So taking a look at Matic here, I was looking at Matic last night. I almost put in a short on Matic last night when I saw this retest at this level with the confirmation blood diamond. Should have taken it, guys. Brought us down about 4%. Would have been a nice little trade. But momentum is, let's come to the higher time frames, actually. Weekly, let's see. Hide the TA. Our weekly is printing a red dot, right? So this could just be getting started here for Matic as well. Just starting to print this weekly red dot, coming to our 6 day. No blood diamonds. I'm just looking for market cipher A signals here. 2-day looking to roll back to the upside. Daily looking to roll back to the upside as well, but getting rejected at that 0 line currently. Taking a look at your 16-hour money flow back in the red, that is generally more bearish. 12-hour back in the red, definitely more bearish. So yeah. In the longer term, this 12 and 16-hour money flow crossover into the red is definitely bearish. VWAP's coming up on them, though, as well as some of these lower time frames. Your 4 hours about to print a green dot. But yeah, you see this 3-hour printed that green dot and just rolled right back to the downside. So you want to remember we're in a bear market, guys. Definitely, the trend is your friend. We are in a bear market, so obviously be careful with these moves to the upside. Let's see. Ricky Bobby says, Frankie, what's the most important time frame to go off of while swing or scalping? Which time frame holds the best weight or the most weight? Ricky Bobby, I actually just recently, a week or two ago, made a video, and it's called The Best Time Frame to Trade. And the short answer is, it depends on what you're looking for. Obviously, you know that because you asked for swing trading or scalping. For swing trades, I like to stay to the higher hour time frames. The higher hourly time frames, from maybe the 4 hour and up, I look for swing trades. And then scalp trades, it depends. I mean, 15-minute, you can scalp the 15-minute and below. And then, it depends. It really depends. Go watch that video. I drop a lot of really good gems in that video. I go deep in depth on, what time frames you should be looking at if you're looking to scalp or swing or day trade. So I break it all down in that video. It's a pretty quick one, so go check it out for sure. But yeah, shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. Is it possible you can make a video showing CandleMafia how to prepare for the bull market? Yeah, like as far as long-term investments, yes, absolutely. I'll actually record that. Maybe I'll actually I might record that tonight. I could do that for sure. I'll try to record it tomorrow. If not, I will. It'll be a pre-record I release tomorrow. Remind me to make video for the Candle Mafia showing them how to invest long-term and when to buy Bitcoin for their long-term bags so they could become multi-quadrillionaires. Remind me tomorrow at 1 p.m. Boom. There you guys go. I don't know if Siri got all that, but I made the note. Guys. But yeah, I'll try to get that done either tomorrow or next week because I think it's a good time to start doing that for sure. Thank you for that suggestion. If you guys ever have content suggestions, please, we can use them. I need to know what you guys want to see on this channel. So go to the Discord. We have a content suggestion channel. Go ahead and throw all your suggestions in there. It really does help us out because I like to know what you guys want to see. Also, another one I saw how to long and how to short, so we'll definitely cover that as well. Okay, so let's go. Here we go. Taking a look at Matic. Again, definitely going to lean a little bit bearish, at least in the long term. 2 hour looking to print a red dot here soon. Your 4 hour looking to print a green dot. So definitely getting mixed signals, but you have a 30-minute blood diamond. 40-minute confirmed blood diamond, 1 hour printing. Yeah, yellow X printed confirmed on your 1 hour. 2 hour about to print the red dot. 3 hour about to print a red dot. This 4 hour might get rejected at the 0 line, but if you're looking for a pop to the upside, I would watch this 4 hour red dot. 4 hour green dot, money flow wonky on the 10-minute. 12-minute is coming out. 15-minute is coming out. Yeah, 4 hour green dot is printing, but nothing is really screaming that it's going to moon. If we just look at our range here to get an idea of where the volume is, we are sitting at the lows of the range, so maybe we get a little bit of a bounce, but it's kind of hard to say on Matic. Things are weird right now, and pretty unclear. But if you look at more of this macro range, if we do get a move to the downside, I would look for a potential move down to our value area low, which is coming in here at about 83 cents. That is the next level of support I would be looking for if we do get a move down. Saw trigger wave. So that is the level I would look for. And if we do get a pump, guys, with that weekly red dot only beginning to print, I would expect maybe a short-term move up to this level at 91 cents, or maybe you get up to this high volume node at 94 cents before rolling back over to the downside. So there's Matic for you. Let's go ahead and move on here. Let's look at football. Very clear, stronger to the downside. Yeah, definitely leaning bearish. But there is a case to be made for a short-term move up for the Bulls. Brad says all them X coins and only hold one chain should be good long run. Shout out to Brad. Thank you for being here, man. Dave Digital, shout out to you too, bro. Let's see. Here we go. Football? Is that it? Okay. Boom. I guess this is what we're looking at. Let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see. Guys, let's see. Shout out to SBF. We got the SBF guy. We got the SBF guys. The one and only SBF in chat. That's Sam Bakeman Fraud or Sam Bakeman Greed, whatever you prefer, guys. And I don't know if you guys know the rumors, but there's an interesting video apparently going to be released tomorrow. I'm not gonna watch it, but let me know if you guys do. Let me know how it was. Let's see. Okay. Don't forget about Ada and Soul, my brother. Junior, I got you, brother. I got you. Soul and Ada will be next. Okay. Here we go. Looking at the weekly. No info on the weekly. Not enough price history. Not enough price history. Okay. So we're going to have to come down a little bit. No bearish divergence here on your 6 hour. Let's start at the 4 hour. Okay, so yeah, red dot about to print. Looking to print here pretty soon unless you get some support on that 0 line. But yeah, looking for that red dot to print here on the 4 hour. Let's look at the lower time frames. Excuse me. 10-minute coming down, 12-minute coming down as well, 15-minute coming down as well. Excuse me. I am definitely leaning bearish on this as well, with money flow coming out as well as that 4 hour green, 4 hour red dot printing, or looking to print here very soon. Also 1 hour red dot printing, 2 hour red dot printing. Likely we do get some form of a move to the downside here, guys. Now, with that being said, what are some levels you can watch? If we do get a move to the downside, the main level I would want to break is right here at about 882. If you break that and bearishly retest and you decisively lose that, next major level I would watch is this high volume node right here at 823, and then you have another high volume node with a decent gap here. Next high volume node would be at about 787, and then once you break down below this POC, right, could be a quick move here, right, breakdown, quick move here, breakdown, and then a quick move down to your value area low. And once you break this POC and bearishly retest and you can't get back above that POC, it is likely that you get a move all the way down to your value area low. So there you go. There's football. Definitely looking more bearish in the short term. And then it's kind of hard to get any insight in the longer term because there's no information on these higher time frames. So there you go, brother. I got you. There's your football. Let's see. I thought football was a joke. Yeah, dude. Yeah. What the heck is that? Yeah, I thought the same thing. That's why I kind of ignored it because I thought he was saying football elf coin. And I was like, dude, I'm not looking at elf coin, but it said ETF, I guess. Very interesting. But there you go. Let's take a look at ADA and then good old Solana. There we go. 692 people still in here, guys. Going for 700 likes. If we hit 700 likes, I will spin that wheel 10 times and give you guys a bunch of fire giveaways. I want royalties. Shout out to Hodgepodge Jr. You can cut a snake's head off and it will still move. Whoa. Hey, there you go. Let's see. Bada boom. Bing bong. Oh, Maple. We can take a look at Maple as well. Okay. Let's see. Boom. ADA. Taking a look at ADA. Weekly. Whoops. All right, here we go. Taking a look at ADA. Confirmed yellow X, right? Confirmed yellow X. Definitely a bearish sign. 6-day yellow X confirmed as well. 5-day yellow X. 4-day yellow X. 3-day no yellow X. 2-day blood diamond confirmed. Daily yellow X confirmed, guys. This is bearish. This is likely to give us a move to the downside. But quant and 2-year price predictions, Jeffrey. Okay, interesting. I like that. Okay, guys, the football starting. Get fan tokens. Do your own research. Interesting. But yellow X on your daily, definitely a bearish signal. Yeah, not a good look for Cardano. You got a green dot here on the daily, immediately swallowed up by a red dot, pushing you further down. Main level of support is going to remain at about 30 cents, right? If you lose that 30-cent level, gonna be a bumpy ride, guys, because look at that giant volume gap we have all the way down to about 18 cents. Maybe 20 cents would give you a nice little level of support, but for the most part, that support is not going to come down until this range down here. So if we break where we're at right now, things could get pretty dang ugly for Cardano. Basically, if we break, I would say, if we start breaking 28, 27 cents, things are going to get very, very ugly. Let me go ahead and draw this, and then we're going to go ahead and grab some text, and we're just going to go low volume gap, and then we're going to hit OK, and we're just going to drag this right here so we know if we break this red line, things are going to get ugly. This is going to be a pretty quick fall, right? This is probably where it starts feeling pretty catastrophic once you start dumping down from here. All right, let's see. Location. You say bearish. I hear put my house up. Haha, Junior. I like that, bro. I like that. Guys, yeah. Bada boom. Trading pattern video. Yeah. Oh, thank you for that, Rob. Appreciate you. The bid on Frankie Coin was great. Shout out to Kevin. Shout out. Look at all these yellow X's. Bear market yellow. Ada loves the yellow X's, guys. But yeah, daily yellow X not looking too good. 16-hour money flow coming back out. 12-hour money flow coming back out. Your 8-hour looking to curve up. But yeah, let's see. Your 4-hour green dot is, but look, guys, this VWAP does not look strong. Doesn't mean it can't straighten out, but this looks like it wants to flop as of right now. Shout out to Jimmy Eddie with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. He doesn't say anything. Oh, there you go. Hey, Frankie Candles, great channel. People, hit that thumbs up. Can you look at Near? Thank you for doing this channel. No problem, Jimmy Eddie. They call him the man with 2 first names. I got you, bro. We can take a look at Near for sure. After Solana, we'll take a look at Near. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate you. Let's see. We will see. Yeah. 500 likes, 600 watching. Just saying. Hey, we can get another like if we get did I say 600 or 700? I don't know. Let's make it 600. If we get 600 likes, guys, I'll spin that wheel 10 times for you. Frankie Coin to the moon. Let's get it. Hey. Okay. Here we go. Also in somewhat of a bear pennant here. So that's not looking too good. Let's actually just see. Let's see. Will TradingView identify this as a bear pennant? Let's check it. Let's go to technicals, auto, bear pennant, boom. Yeah, it does. It does see it. Let's see what this will break us down to. A little boom. Let's see. Will this bring us down to a target we're looking at? Almost. Not quite. But it will bring us down to that 22-cent level if it does break out. Not 100%, but, that measured move does play out sometimes. But let's see if this is it would. I don't know how strong that level is, but yeah, could be, guys. Definitely leaning bearish on Cardano. But yeah, looking to. We need to hold this level at 30 cents. If we lose that 30-cent level, we're getting way too close to the door to this low volume gap, right? So we crack this door, probably gonna be a quick move down, to this level at about 22 cents. Okay, take a look at Solana, and then we'll take a look at let's take a look at Solana. Haha, Brad says, are you not edutained? That's for the OGs. Only the OGs will get that. We'll take a look at Near after Solana. But here we are, guys. The reason I don't really pull up Sol too often is just because, oh boy, is really just because, guys, because this thing is absolutely going nuts. Because this thing has gotten this move down, this crazy dump, things are not looking, number one, things are not looking too good. And then also, TA is not really going to give you much help here, just because, there's fundamental aspects at play here. It's not just we saw a bearish pattern and then we dumped, right? It was more this was involved in all the FTX stuff. We got this Black Swan event, absolutely dumped us down here to $13, and now we're just kind of trying to manage the or do damage control down here. So I mean, right now, I mean, your key levels remain the same here at about $12 is going to be your main level to the downside that you're looking to hold. And then to the upside, you're still looking to break out of this range, trying to get past this $14.72 level to potentially make it back up to this trading range that we were in, right here. So hopefully, the idea would be to hopefully, break above this POC and then, get a quick move back into this trading range here and maybe start trading around here. But things are just not looking good, right? This has a lot of fundamental stuff at play. So the TA is not going to really give us too much help here for the most part for like a macro move, in my opinion. Hey, BTC pump. Okay, yeah, we'll take a look at Compound. Let's see. Oh, baby, look at that pop up. Look at that, baby. Let's go. Yeah, nice little pop up. Oh, she's mooning. Let's go. Nice little pump there. Let's get it. Can you guys hear that? I think you guys probably can. There we go. Boom, baby. Look at that one. Look at that 3-minute candle. Hey. Interesting. Where was this from? Was this from? This might have been from a bull pennant. But yeah, look at that. Look at that, baby. Nice little move. Let's go. Okay, so there you go. There's your there's your case for the bulls, guys. There's your case for the bulls. I told you. It looks bearish, but there's definitely a case to be made for the bulls here. Coming up to this local value area high. Yeah, be careful here because if we break through, there is a decent volume gap. But you guys have my trading plans for a Bitcoin pump. We just went over it. So let's go ahead. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Let's go. Just so you guys know, at the Bitcoin, at the BitBoy studio, at the BitBoy building. That song is actually playing 24/7 on a loop on speakers in the building by law. So, Mrs. Candles in the chat. Mrs. Candles in the chat. I think there's a poser. There's a Mrs. Candles has a poser. Mrs. Candles. I don't know if she's going to come, guys. Mrs. Candles. I don't know if she's going to come. I'm just screaming. But if she comes, I can't wait to tell her she has an imposter. An imposter. All right, here we go. All right, let's continue on. Again, Solana, those are the key levels. Not much sauce to give you on Solana just because it's been wrecked so hard and, it's involved with all this FTX stuff. Take that. Yeah, shout out to Rob. Thank you for that, man. Is this a stop hunt? Could be. You want to be careful. Miss Candles is famous now. Let's go. Okay, guys. Let's continue on. What do we say? Solana. Oh, God. I got to remember these. Where's our Near? There it is. Thank you. Near, Maple. Let's see. Boom. Here's Near. Okay. I'll see you, Near. I'll see you. Here we go. Nice little pop-up for Near, too, following Bitcoin. Let's see. You actually did have a bullish divergence here as well. As you can see, you had your lower lows on your price right into your value area low with your higher lows on your momentum waves on the 15-minute, and not too bad getting that pop up. Looking for a move to this POC where you're likely to get a rejection. But if you can come up and fight this level, hop this over, flip it to support, you could get a move up to this level at about $1.88. And if you flip that, could start working your way up to that value area high, getting pretty close to $2. But about $1.92. So there you go. Pretty quick sauce here. Nice little bull div on your 15-minute. Money flow is working its way to the upside. Do we have a 3 or 4 hour green dot? 4 hour green dot printing. Should we throw in a degen, guys? Should we throw in a degen? Should we throw in a degen trade here? Let me know. Should we just degen trade Near here? Not degen. I mean, here we go. Again, guys, my degen trades are typically well thought out anyway. So I'm not just getting into a blind trade here. But there is something to see here, right? So we draw that value area low, draw the POC. Let's make a little trading plan here real quick. Not saying to take this trade, guys. Not saying to take it, but I just want to point out, boom. It's not the strong, but you get a bull div into your, I mean, this is confirmed, likely to roll over. I mean, it's a missed entry, guys. It's a missed entry. But if you saw this printing, and say you got in at that level, you could target that POC for about 2.65%. And that would have been a nice little trade that's likely to play out, but it's late, right? You missed the entry. The entry was all the way down here, not up here. Because what a lot of people will do is they're going to see these green candles. Oh, no, I'm going to get in. And they're going to try to get in, right? And then it's likely going to either roll back over before continuing higher, or, and then you just get a bad entry, right? You got up here and you could have got in over here. You don't want to get in on the pump. You want to get in on the retrace. You can't catch every move before it happens. So sometimes you got to get in on the uptrend, which is why I was showing you guys how to do that earlier. But yeah, you want to wait for the retrace, right? You don't want to get in on the green candles. You want to wait for a retrace down. But who said fake? But yeah, average huge hammer candle. Oh, Arweave huge hammer candle. Ooh, interesting. But yeah, someone said it's a stop hunt. I will say this. I am not closing my short. I'm still holding my short, but I'm not closing it. Let's see. I literally just closed the long on near like a fool. Joshua, it's okay. Don't FOMO back in. I mean, listen, you got to make your own thing. If you're a FOMO guy, you want to FOMO back in, you got to do what you think is right. But don't just FOMO back in. You don't get wrecked. But let's continue on here. That's near protocol. Here's kind of the range I would be looking at. So if you are in a long or something, I would look for possibly take some, look for a rejection here at your POC. I'm sure you have a decent bit of confluence here. Let's see. No, not really. But looking to take profit here before that POC. If you flip that POC to support, could make a move all the way up to that value area high. And then, if you pull up your VPVR, you do want to realize where the volume is. And you do see, essentially, you do have a big gap, a decent gap up to your value area high. So, if you hop over the POC, likely to hunt out that next high volume node, which does come in at about 193, which is where you can put your, you can take a little bit more profit there. Let's see. Hi, Frankie. If you have time tonight, can you check BNB? Yes, no problem. Yeah, massive resistance at 17K. Yeah, we could take a look at that as well. Let's see. Yeah, Max is saying because Bitcoin pumped. Yeah, that's why this is pumping for sure. Let's see. I meant resistance. Hey, Debate Crypto. Everyone, come see Frankie Candles. Yeah, guys, actually, we are running really low on time. I got to hop out of here. Wow, we ran. Yeah. Hey, Debate Crypto, you saved us here. Guys, I got to run now. Everybody here right now. Go over to Debate Crypto right now if you want to continue. Yeah, we're going to have to spin the wheel. If that's Keeper, you saved me here. We ran overtime like crazy, and I didn't mention to the mods that I was on tonight, so we almost missed this. But yeah, guys, we're actually at 2 hours already. Oh, my God, what happened to the time? Guys, real quick, head over to Debate Crypto. Where are we as far as likes go? 540, but hey, I'm cutting us short here abruptly. So I'm going to give us 10 spins. Mods, we're going to do 10 spins on the wheel, but we're going to have to push it tomorrow because I literally got to hop right on Debate Crypto, right this second. So with that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for this show. Keeper, thank you for jumping in here because that would have been a nightmare. Shout out to you, man. I'll hold the line for a few minutes for you, bro. Thank you, dude. That's my fault, guys. Totally dropped the ball on that. But with that being said, guys, that's all the time I got. But hey, let's get a big crowd in Debate Crypto, guys. Flood over there right now, and I will hop in. And I don't know who else is on, but we're going to be spitting a ton of TA sauce. That's all I got. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.